This story is about a rich kid who made fun of a poor homeless guy every single day. But when the kid lost all his money, he realized just how wrong he was. So let's jump in. The millionaire's son made fun of a homeless man every day. "Hey, bum, are you still living under the bridge? Hey, hobo, stop begging. You're not fooling anyone. Hey, you dirty beggar, go get a job or something." The homeless man was tired of hearing these taunts from Ryan, but he always responded with a smile. "Hey, Ryan, why are you so mean to me? I never hurt you. I'm not interested in having a conversation with someone who smells like dirt." The homeless man sighed. Ryan was just a spoiled rich kid who thought he was better than everyone else. But the homeless man knew that Ryan would learn a lesson one day. One day, the unthinkable happened. Ryan lost all of his money. It happened so fast that he didn't have time to react. One minute, he was living in his luxurious apartment with all the money he could ever want. And the next, he was out on the street with nothing but the clothes on his back. Ryan was shocked and scared. He couldn't believe that he was actually homeless now. He wandered around the city for days, not knowing where to go or what to do. He was so used to having all the money he needed that he didn't know how to take care of himself. He couldn't find work because he didn't have any experience doing anything other than what he was used to. As the days went by, Ryan became more and more desperate. He started stealing food and money just to survive. He was so hungry and thirsty that he would do anything to get a meal or a drink. He slept on the streets, and eventually he made his way to the same spot where the homeless man had been sleeping all along. Ryan was surprised to find that the homeless man was still there. He thought that he would have moved on by now, but it seemed like he was determined to stay there no matter what. As the days turned into weeks, Ryan became friends with the homeless man. He shared his food with him and listened to his stories about how he ended up on the streets. The homeless man told Ryan that he used to be a successful businessman, but he lost everything when his wife left him and took all his money. He said that he had no one else to turn to, so he decided to live on the streets. Ryan felt bad for him and started bringing him extra food and money. One day, Ryan asked the homeless man why he was still there. Why didn't he move on? The homeless man looked at Ryan and said, "My son, I am not homeless. I may be living on the streets, but I am not homeless. There is a difference." Ryan was confused. He didn't understand what the homeless man was talking about. "What do you mean?" he asked. "I am not homeless because I have you," the homeless man said, gesturing to the people walking by. "I am surrounded by people who care about me, and I have a purpose in life. I am here to help others and make them feel loved. That is my purpose." Ryan was stunned. He had never thought of it that way before. He realized that the homeless man was right. He was unhomeless because he had people who cared about him, and he had a purpose in life. He was there to help others and make them feel loved. From that day on, Ryan started volunteering at a soup kitchen. He also started donating money to charities that helped the homeless. He wanted to make sure that other people didn't have to go through what he had gone through. Ryan also realized that he needed to get a job and start making money so he could support himself. He applied for a job at a gas station and started working as a cashier. He was surprised to find that he actually liked the job. He enjoyed interacting with customers and making them feel welcome. Ryan worked hard at the gas station, and eventually he was promoted to assistant manager. He was so proud of himself for finally being able to support himself after losing everything. After a few years, Ryan was able to save enough money to rent a small apartment. He was so grateful to finally have a place of his own again. He didn't have the luxuries he had before, but he was grateful for what he had. One day, Ryan was stocking shelves at the gas station when he saw a familiar face. It was the homeless man. Ryan couldn't believe it. He thought that he had moved on and gotten his life together, but here he was again. Ryan went over to the homeless man and asked how he was doing. The homeless man looked at Ryan and smiled. "I am doing well, son. I am very well." Ryan was confused. He didn't understand what the homeless man meant. "What do you mean?" he asked. "I am not homeless, remember," the homeless man said, gesturing to the people in the store. "I have a purpose in life. I am here to help others and make them feel loved." Ryan realized that the homeless man was right again. He wasn't homeless because he had people who cared about him, and he had a purpose in life. He was there to help others and make them feel loved. Ryan started spending time with the homeless man again, and they would talk for hours about their lives and their dreams. Ryan learned a lot from the homeless man, and he realized that he was the one who had been blind all along. Years passed, and Ryan became a successful businessman. He owned his own company and had a large staff working for him, but he never forgot the lessons that the homeless man had taught him. He often visited the homeless man and brought him food and money. He also continued to volunteer at the soup kitchen and donate to charities. One day, Ryan decided to hold a big event to raise money for the homeless. He invited all his friends and family and raised thousands of dollars for the cause. He even invited the homeless man to the event and made him the guest of honor. As the night wore on, Ryan got up on stage to give a speech. He thanked everyone for coming and supporting the cause. But most of all, he thanked the homeless man for teaching him the importance of helping others. "Without him, I wouldn't be the person I am today," Ryan said to the crowd. "He taught me that we are all human beings and we should treat each other with respect. He also taught me that we should never give up on helping others, no matter how difficult it may seem." The crowd applauded as Ryan stepped down from the stage. He looked over at the homeless man and saw a big smile on his face. Ryan knew that the homeless man was proud of him, and that meant the world to him. In the end, Ryan learned that the homeless man was right. Being homeless doesn't mean that you're poor in spirit. In fact, the homeless man was one of the richest people Ryan had ever met. He had a big heart and a kind soul, and he never let his circumstances get him down. Ryan also learned that we shouldn't judge people by their appearance. You never know what kind of person they really are. The homeless man was a great example of this. He was a kind and generous person, and he never let his circumstances define him. Lastly, Ryan learned that we should always remember those who have helped us in life. The homeless man had taught him so much, and Ryan never forgot it. He honored his memory by continuing to help the homeless and making sure that other people didn't have to go through what they had gone through.